Why did God give me this life? Sometimes it's overwhelming.
Jay-Z and Beyoncé have given us relationship goals ever since they made their romance official. Many have either fallen in love with or envied Beyoncé and Jay, since they are two of the big stars in the music business, and Beyoncé is one of the greatest entertainers of all time. However, it's becoming clear from recent disclosures that not everything that glitters is gold. Because Beyoncé is allegedly extremely dependent on drugs and alcohol, and Jay-Z is in charge of everything. You won't believe what is actually happening with the Carters, but Jay's finally clearing the air. To set the scene, Beyoncé informed the press that she didn't start dating Jay until a year after they first met in 2000, when she was still 18. In any case, they married in a very private ceremony 7 years later, had Blue Ivy born, and eventually welcomed the twins, Carter and Rui. Furthermore, the Carters' tale appears to be the ideal fairy tale to anyone observing them from the outside. The affection of their fans, family, and everything else is all around them. However, subsequent disclosures and accusations made by insiders in the Hollywood industry suggest that this whole thing may be a hoax. Now, there have long been reports that Bey is frequently under the influence. And while I'll be the first to acknowledge that Queen Bey's seeming superhuman qualities may have contributed to some of these rumors, there has also been proof to support these claims rather than just conjecture. In fact, these claims gained further traction after Jay-Z cheated on Bey, and she was seen appearing confused and unhinged on camera. While none could definitively ascertain the exact cause of Queen Bey's actions, several within the Beehive thought that narcotics had a major role. However, instead of blaming Beyoncé for her drug use, they were enraged with Jay, whom they thought was attempting to use narcotics to control her. Additionally, Beyoncé previously released a video in which she was quite vulnerable and emotional. Although it is incredibly touching, she also gave off the impression that she was wasted.
Living a dream. I'm living my dream.
And because of their dubious and strange past, many were eager to place the blame on Jay-Z, and the chronology of their connection contributed to the impression that things were this way. Now, Beyoncé claims that she and Jay met when she was just 18, so they were hardly even legal. Despite her claims that she friend-zoned him for roughly a year, it was evident from the beginning that Jay was attracted to her romantically. And although there's nothing wrong with having feelings for someone when they're just 18, there are a lot of issues with an older man in his late 20s getting romantically involved with ladies who are almost even legal. As of right now, Jay has been connected to both Aaliyah and Foxy Brown. When he first connected with Foxy, she was approximately 15 years old, and he was 10 years her senior. Regarding Aaliyah, despite the possibility that he was aware of the dark secrets behind R. Kelly's abuse and her manipulation into marriage at the tender age of 15, he continued to view her as fair game. Prior to his downfall, he even collaborated with R. Kelly on an album. Fans can't help but sense that there is an imbalance of power between him and Ba, and that he doesn't view her as an equal, despite his denials that anything ever happened between him and Foxy or with Aaliyah. And this idea is backed by his verse in 444, when he requested Beyoncé not to disgrace him when he first tried to ask her out. He then proceeded to rap that Bey had developed more quickly than he had. In addition, there is a video from an anniversary meal in which B praises Jay for teaching her how to be a lady.
This is nothing compared to what you've done. And not only me, but everybody here. You taught me so many things. I was 20 years old when we first started dating. You taught me how to be a woman.
Therefore, she did not learn how to be a lady from her parents, her siblings, or even a close family member. Her spouse, however, who was around 10 years her senior and whom she met before she was even old enough to be drinking, was the one who taught her the art of being a lady. And it looks weird. I don't know about the rest of you. And then some years following, Jay's cheating scandal struck the ceiling. Even though Beyoncé appeared to be quite upset and disappointed, she refrained from acting as most of her admirers had predicted. That is, from filing for divorce. It was so nasty, in fact, that Solange was battling Jay in the elevator. Additionally, Beyoncé made Lemonade swear at him for having an affair with Becky, who had nice hair. Nevertheless, she continued to have children with him after their album's conclusion, choosing to continue their relationship rather than ending it. When questioned about it, Jay claimed that Beyoncé was a strong woman and that they made the decision to move over the incident and stay together in an effort to break generational curses.
You know, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, to break that cycle. For black men and women, just to see a different outcome, like you were saying. It's not this.
Furthermore, many of his supporters thought his lines were absurd and didn't buy them. One such user stated, "By not cheating on your spouse in the first place, you break that cycle of single-parent households and broken homes," which is accurate. Although most people thought Jay was lying through his teeth, he stated that he would forgive Bey if she had come out to him. And I knew that Beyoncé may have found it challenging to end their relationship due to a power dynamic. Furthermore, it's possible that Bey fears Jay, and we all know that Jay has always had a temper. As everyone knows, Jay was quite the thug back then. He was even given a 3-year probationary term once for stabbing Lance Rivera, who was purportedly responsible for the leak of Volume 3, Life and Times of S. Carter, an album that was going to be released at the time. And although some could argue that Lance deserved it, Jay has previously displayed aggressive behavior. Jay and Bey were invited to the lavish 50th birthday celebration that Diddy threw back then, but a video of Jay snatching a phone from someone filming Beyoncé went viral. And although many fans found it adorable and sweet that Jay-Z seemed to be shielding Bey, some believe it only revealed a very dark aspect to his character, and that Bey might not have been safe with him. Rewind to the 2023 Grammy Awards, when Jay attempted to offer Bey a drink, but she refused, and Trevor Noah was attempting to give her her Grammy statue for Best R&B Song. Everyone who has won a Grammy should feel incredibly proud of themselves. There's no way you can't celebrate holding your award in your palm after breaking a record. Now, despite the cuteness of their exchange, Jade appeared ashamed and didn't like how he was feeling. Moreover, Faye's media appearances over the years have diminished considerably, particularly in terms of interviews. It's reached to the point where some admirers had to bring up the fact that she didn't even advertise Renaissance. "I really wish Beyoncé would promote Renaissance," an admirer commented. "Though I don't hold it against her. I was too young to witness a classic rollout from her. I would love to see her do it one last time now that I'm 22. While some people think Beyoncé stopped doing interviews in an effort to maintain her privacy, and because she is aware of the potential for misinterpretation of every aspect of her life by the public, others believe that Jay-Z has had a direct influence on how much of her life she chooses to share with the world, even when it comes to her artistic endeavors. Jaguar Wright, for instance, has criticized Jay-Z for what she feels he is doing to Beyoncé. In an interview, Jaguar stated unequivocally that she believed Jay kept Bey high, so she could rely on him for everything.
Monster. And I've known he's a monster for years. I waited a long time to see if he would grow a conscience. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in a catatonic
no, girl.
Jaguar even suggested that the Beehive start a #Free Beyoncé movement, drawing comparisons between Jay's and Britney Spears' father's dominance over their daughter. Uncle Ron also makes the claim to have been Beyoncé's bodyguard in the past, and he has documentation to support this claim.
Hardly nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She been on them for a long time, and you keep her that way.
In any case, Beyoncé and Sean don't seem to be giving the rumors any thought and appear to be adamant about maintaining their privacy. However, some admirers are now likening Beyoncé to Whitney Houston. while others are adamant that Beyoncé isn't drug addicted. Shame. I hope we don't lose Beyoncé the way we lost Whitney, commented one commenter. Another person said, I'm so glad Beyoncé keeps her life private and stopped doing interviews. If she let more people into her life, can you imagine the things we would hear? A drug addict is easy to spot when we see one. There is no way this woman is a drug addict. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think Jay-Z is keeping Beyoncé's drug addiction going for his own gain? Or do you think that every piece of evidence is merely coincidental? Check out my upcoming video and share your ideas in the comments section, the following video, and see my upcoming video.